Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Saturday afternoon stream. I'm going to explain exactly what's going on here in just a second. Let me jump on over to the chat and make sure that you guys can hear me okay, you guys can see me okay. Give me that thumbs up here in the chat. Let me know if you guys can actually see me and hear me. I want to make sure that everything is moving along nicely for everybody. Great to see everybody on here right now. Let's see who we have got here in the chat. Until I see some thumbs up, I'm just going to start from the very top here. Drew's Food Reviews. What's going on, my friend? Jen C. Molina, Hedwig, etc., etc. Al Martis, how you doing? Let's see. C-Man02, nice to see you. How you doing? How you doing? What it do to everybody here today? Kenneth Taylor, why are we doing this on Saturday? I will tell you. It looks like the thumbs up are coming up here in the stream. Very, very nice. You guys can hear me and see me. Great to see everybody here on a Saturday afternoon. And before we get started even further, let's get the pleasantries out of the way. The formalities, I should say, in the very beginning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube. I create what I like to call high-quality foodie features with a journalistic slant to doing food reviews here on the channel. Have a lot of really, really fun times doing what I do here. Definitely have a look around, take a look at all the various playlists that we have set up. If you like what you see, I would definitely recommend subscribing. There's brand new content every single week, and I definitely have a lot of fun along with live streaming, typically on Friday nights. Today's a little bit of a different thing, and I'll tell you why as well. But as you can see, I'm a one-man show. Pretty much everything you're going to see is designed, produced, and implemented by me myself. I've created everything that you see. Should you guys feel so inclined to contribute towards the channel, you can definitely do so. Down in the description box, you'll see towards the very top, there are two ways. If you guys wanted to contribute to the channel, you can always do direct PayPal, which I actually have down there. There's a direct link, as well as Super Chat with directions on how that works as well. So have a look down below. If you guys are catching this on the replay, I greatly appreciate you checking in. But all that information is there for you. So thank you so much. Any and all donations, always welcome. But again, I do appreciate everything that you guys bring to the table by joining up here, showing up for the streams, as well as liking, sharing, and commenting on all the content. There's been a lot of fun stuff this week, so we'll definitely talk about that for sure. So, going down the line, let me see here. We've already got a bunch of my favorite peeps that are in here. Great to see all the usual suspects. I know this is a different thing. I was not able to come on last night. There's no way I was going to be back in time to stream, so I didn't want to just be late and just have people say, where are you, that type of thing. But I figured, more often than not, I get people asking me, why don't you do these things on Saturday? And more often than not, the response is, I don't like to do that because I know a lot of my other peers in the community like to stream on Saturdays. So I figured most of that is usually late afternoon and at night. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get up today, I'll get everything together, and then we'll do this early afternoon, so that way it's, if anyone else is streaming, it's not going to go back and forth. I know me as a fan of a lot of channels, whenever I see some of my favorite creators that are streaming at the same time, I don't want to have 2 or 4, 3, 4, 6 windows open looking at things, even though it's not really that crazy. But it does happen on occasion. So when I see my buddy Ken Domick doing his thing and a few other people doing their thing, sometimes it overlaps. So I hope I'm not stepping on anybody's toes right now. I don't think I am, but I'm really glad to be on here right now for you. And I got to admit, it feels different during the day, even though the lighting is going to look the same for what you're seeing here right now. It is definitely daytime, obviously. And it's also raining right now, crazy in Los Angeles. So, all right, let me go down the line and see what we've got on here right now. Kenneth Taylor, nice to see you as well. Let's see, we've got Moist, what it's doing, Broly. Kenneth Taylor, your Taco Bell limited time steakhouse burrito from 2016 kind of inspired me to try their limited time brand new steak rattlesnake burrito on Cinco de Mayo this year. Well, then you have something to look forward to if it's still available on May 5th, but I don't think it's going to be personally. But we'll see, Kenneth. But of course, if you guys are wondering about that steak rattlesnake fries burrito, that's actually coming tomorrow at 12 o'clock. To keep your eyes peeled for that. It was interesting. Steve Chapman, great to see you on here as well. Kyle Broussard, everyone can see me and hear me. I'm catching up in the chat. Great to see you as well. Elizabeth Rickard, thanks so much for jumping on as well, and I appreciate the direct messages asking me, where was I last night? All of you guys reaching out on direct. You don't realize my phone blows up. I get a lot of people that actually are really looking forward to these things, and I'm humbled by it. So thank you. Thank you so much. I really have a good time doing this with you guys. Typically Friday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Jackie Rowe Food Reviews, great to see you. It's shouting out to everybody here in the chat. We've got Michael K's looking for mukbangs. You know what? if I can try and do something like that on camera and really just feel satisfied with the quality of the work because I get full pretty quickly, I don't know. But, you know, like I said, it's something to maybe kind of build towards. There are a lot of amazing people in the community that really knock those out, most notably, at least in my opinion, RDR Food Reviews, which is pretty bomb. Raul Del Rio, he's really, really great at doing that. I think I saw one that he had this past week where he was dipping fried chicken in a cheese sauce, which was crazy. So I'm going to have to look back and see what he's got going there. Let's see, Michael K, eat, Fanboy Viper, ketchup spilled all over my pants while I was eating. Oh man, I hope it's dark colors. I hope it's dark colors. Incidentally, we are going to be reviewing something that I've been looking for today, actually the last couple of days, and I actually found it on my way home last night, so I'm really glad that this actually worked out the way that it did. And incidentally, this stream is not going to be going up tomorrow at 12 because we're going to be doing our regular food review on that I have for the Taco Bell stuff coming out as well. So you'll see the replay of this a little bit later today, a few hours from this point. So if you guys want to relive the past and take a look at some of those things, you'll be able to do so in the comfort of your home. Hopefully it's not raining where you guys are at. I know Drew up north right now is probably getting pounded with rain. So it is definitely coming down here in Southern Cali at the moment. Kenneth, KFC released a brand new Georgia Gold mashed potato famous bowl this year. Nice. Anything with that they can put on that. The spicy gold is just simply the spicy stuff that they did with that Nashville hot was just a sauce. So I can see them doing that for sure. Drew, what was for dinner last night? Ramen. And I needed it badly because I'm starting to get sick. I can really feel it. I don't know if you guys can hear it. RDR dips almost everything in cheese sauce, Elizabeth Rickard. Yes, I'm beginning to notice this about my boy Robert over there, but that guy is just one jovial dude who loves what he does, and God bless him. He's a character. He's definitely a character. Good people. Let's see. Had a fun day today. Went to the Autorama in Detroit, Michigan. Nice, fanboy. Awesome. I wish there was a way that we can like share pictures, you know, like in the chat. Like if YouTube is watching this, or if they're picking up on the algorithm of what's being said, please have an interactivity button or something on the chat where we can share pictures. Now, I know some people may take that to extremes, so if it's smart enough to know what's coming through before it comes through, if you know what I'm saying, that would be awesome. But something where you guys can interact a little bit more than in terms of chatting, that would be kind of cool. Emerson Angris, no, I am not. If I'm looking, it's because it's cold medicine. I swear. So Drew, it's pretty rainy. Nice. So guys, how is the experience in terms of the sound and video? Is everything moving nicely? Because I've got some good news for you, and I'm actually feeling really good about this so far because everything is really looking really clean. All the levels I'm seeing here are pretty nice on my side. As soon as I see anyone acknowledge what I just said, I'll know it's catching up. We'll know what I'll answer that for you. But I'm so happy with the way things are going right now here on my end, and I'll explain in a second. Moy says it got snowed in yesterday. Oh man. If you're snowed in, all you got to do, make hot chocolate and pancakes. That's it. That was my thing when I was a kid, and I loved it. Soda, do you like the band Rat? Yes, back in the day, Round and Round, absolutely. Good stuff. Let's see. Do you think pic sharing in here would be a good idea? Frankie James. Like I said, if there was a way that it can be like kind of filtered in some way, something where you can interact a little bit. But I know what I was saying when it was going that way. Audio and sound is perfect, says Jackie. Okay, guys, the reason is I have actually canceled my cable TV because it was something that I was never watching. And I just figured, you know what, let me just try and up the data speed and still save a little bit of money every single month. So I'm actually at about 400 megs down and about 20 up. So technically my streaming can handle like early 4K, like 2000 something if I really do that. So right now I'm just still set at 720/60 and I want to keep it like that. Or it's actually 720/30. I haven't switched it yet. But I wanted to make sure that it's just the pipe is completely open. There's no issues whatsoever. And it's working out a lot better for me in that department. So I figured we're on streaming services here, my wife and I, whether it's Hulu, whether it's Netflix or any of those. We don't watch regular TV, and we can always just get a digital antenna, which is what I have anyway now. So I'm perfectly fine with the basic stuff. So I wanted to dedicate the connection and just manage finances with something that's going to benefit you guys as well as just the experience and what I like to do more. And this works really, really well. So I'm really digging it so far. And hopefully you guys are as well. It looks like everything's moving along nicely. There shouldn't be any real buffering at all for any reason. My router is tweaked out. Everything is just definitely nice. So let's see here, going down the line. And by the way, again, we are going to be reviewing something. And I'm going to be showing you something that I got that you may have seen on Instagram a little bit earlier last week, I guess around Valentine's Day, after Frank's Red Hot chicken sandwich came out. Frankie James, yes, Saturday stream. I couldn't make it last night, but I didn't want to make sure you guys waited another week, and I really wanted to see you guys and say hi and all that fun stuff as well. So thank you very much for joining in right now. I don't know how many people we have watching. This is a new thing, doing it at this hour, so if you guys wanted to drop that in the chat, that would be awesome. Let me know how many people are watching, how many thumbs up we have, and that would be pretty crazy. Right now my levels are about 320 down, and it looks like about 18, 19 up with this applet I have running right now. So man, I'm really stoked to be using a better, faster connection and just a better experience, I think, for you guys. I think it's going to be pretty good. Let's see. Everything is going well. Frankie James is watching this on 144. Oh no. Frankie James just tested 720. The stream's all right. Good. Very good. Very nice. If you guys go higher than that, it should probably max out at what this is, which is the 720 range. So we'll see about bumping it next time. 33 says all around gamer. Okay, cool. Cool. Endorsement, what's going on? Endorsement is in the house. Incidentally, jump on over to any of the familiar creators that you see right now. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. My boy, the Endorsement, definitely putting it down hardcore all the time, doing his thing over on his channel for sure. He got the Taco Bell stuff early. He's been doing a lot of great content as well. Any on-location reviews in the future? You know, I love them. A couple that are planned. Definitely a couple that are planned. I know we want to definitely try and spread out the content as well. All the fun stuff in the car is good. But aside from on location here in the Mikasa, technically on the streams, we'll have to see about that as well going further. Some different spots. Dwayne Reed, can you watch Celtic Edge of Existence, Reverse Anthem 2019? I can make note of that. Take a look and see. Celtic Edge of Existence. Cool. Right, very cool. Jason Callan, what it do? Thanks so much for jumping on. Great to see you and to chat with you last night briefly. Thank you so much for. I was so sorry I got back to you as late as I did, and as I was explaining to Jason, my phone blows up with notifications daily, and it kind of kills my battery. So I have to kind of limit it. That's one of the reasons I don't reply immediately. If I happen to be on social media and things come through, I usually reply, but. Like I said, I'm a one-man show, and I need some assistance with some things sometimes. But do make it a point to send me messages, because I do make every effort to get back to you guys. I'm getting caught up on comments as well, stretching back and forth. It's been very busy for filming, very busy in general, just for me not feeling well on top of it. So things are moving along. Jackie cut the cable 3 years ago. Best decision we ever made. Netflix and YouTube is what we watch. Able to watch your shows and Netflix for free. That's awesome. I'm telling you, it's like a whole new world. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. But it makes no sense having a box under my TV for something I'm not using and having just an okay data speed. So I'm really glad that I'm actually doing this now. Big P, what it do? Jen C. Molina, did I check out the new and improved Butterfinger bar yet? I haven't. I have not, but I am on the lookout. I actually was going to do almost like a similar thing to the Reese's Sticks that we did last week, but I wanted to kind of spread it out and do something completely different. Sarah Star Vlogs and Reviews in the house as well. Sarah, thanks so much for jumping on. She just launched her Church's garlic butter shrimp, which I did as well too there. Those reviews are finally popping out on the internet right now. Incidentally, just to kind of go over the stuff that we actually have on the channel right now. Of course, the Burger King grilled chicken with honey mustard sauce, that lovely long title that I know that you guys absolutely love. And if you haven't seen the endorsements review of that one, check it out, because obviously we all have to lead with that because it is a mouthful of a title. Definitely take a look at that. We have the Popeyes Southern Butterfly Shrimp, which was a blast to do. My first time checking out the brand new Popeyes here locally in Pasadena on Rosemead Boulevard. If you guys are familiar with the area, it's right next to the Taco Bell that I actually got my that I filmed my reviews that you're seeing currently right now on the channel. Most of my reviews come from that location actually. And the funny thing is, that used to be a Mama's Brick Oven Pizza back in the day, and what happened there is they basically converted that from a Burger King before that. So ironically, for those of you who don't know, Popeyes and Burger King are owned by the company that owns Tim Horton. I guess that whole, I know Ken Domick is really big with Tim Horton and coffee and all that stuff as well. That company owns Tim Hortons. They now own Burger King. They now own Popeyes. And I thought it was kind of fitting that that building originally was a Burger King. It became a pizza place, and I did a review there. You can do a search for Mama's Brick Oven Pizza on my channel, and you'll find me coming up there. I believe it was the Mama Special or the Big Mama Special, one of those Mama Specials slices back in the day. And now it's a Popeyes, so which is cool. So it was fun to get that experience. Unfortunately, I did not get the black eyed peas, and hopefully that will come back. And I actually asked them about that. If you guys haven't seen that review, take a look at that drive-through experience. It was fun. And then, of course, the Church's garlic butter shrimp as well. So really, really good stuff in terms of Lent choices, I should say, because obviously we are in that season right now. And then naturally you have a lot of fish choices. There is fish sandwiches, there's fish nuggets, there's all kinds of fish and chips. It's all over the place right now here, especially in the Southland, and I'm sure for you guys as well. And then naturally the big guns from Taco Bell are out in effect right now. My boy The Endorsement, like I said, jumped out. He popped off first with that. He got that a day early. If you guys haven't seen his reviews, which Endorsement, I just watched your review super late last night on the fries, so we had a lot of similar things to talk about. Great stuff. As always, the burrito, obviously I will watch as soon as mine goes live. Even though I'm all done and editing is all finished with that one, I want to get that going there and take a look at what you have to say right after as well. So jump on over, take a look at The Endorsement. My buddy Justin over at Fast Food Pit Stops also popped off with that, a late night release of both of his reviews, which is another fun one from Justin over there from Fast Food Pit Stops. And then naturally, a lot of other reviews I'm seeing just kind of casually popping out all over the place with those as well. So take a look. There's a lot of great content from all of your favorite content creators out there right now, and it really is it's a beautiful thing. Let's see here. Going down the line, you guys are interacting in the chat. Kenneth Taylor, how old is The Endorsement? Does The Endorsement have any wife and children? What is The Endorsement's real name? Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys discuss that amongst that in the chat, but I know it all. Just saying. Dean, does Jack in the Box in LA have the fried cheeseburger sticks? They do not. I was looking around for those cheeseburger dippers, Dean, and apparently it's in Northern Cali only. So if you're thinking about something like that, you may want to see if Drew, who's maybe up in that area, possibly can check that out, or even Joey up in San Jose possibly. But I've been looking around for those, and apparently it's a no bueno thing for me right now. Jason, I have a question. When you were in Pasadena, did you meet a little old lady from Pasadena? I see a lot of little old ladies daily. Don't get it twisted. Desmond, I wish it were Christmas. You know what? I missed the holidays already too. Fish ahoy, Drew. Yes. SV is curious about the cheeseburger sticks. I've got my feelers out for it, but I'm telling you, it is just a no bueno thing. And let me just say, if you guys like the Saturday thing in the early afternoon like this, because I love seeing all my favorite peeps on here, and in addition to all the other creators that I talk to on occasion, if not routinely, if this works better for you guys, maybe we can see about doing the Saturday thing on occasion. And naturally, just so you guys know, I always put up something on Instagram if there's a cancellation, if there's a change. You guys have to be subscribed to me on Instagram. If you're not already, it's just simply at Peep This Out Reviews. I also post little snippets of my content that you'll see there. So make sure you guys are connected with me on social media. Twitter once in a while, but more often than not, it's Instagram. I can be pretty much contacted directly with DMs there. I usually routinely check that first before anything else because that seems to be the most popular. Let's see. Sarah, any book lovers? Barnes & Noble does 50% off some books. When you buy 3, you get a free tote. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to check that out. Let's see, going down the line. Endorsement, you're very welcome. You're very welcome indeed. Let's see. Jason Kelly sweaty. Elizabeth Rickard is queen. She is. Elizabeth is definitely bomb. She's good people. Good peeps. Tony Yayo, thoughts on Anthem? You know, I'm trying not to watch any reviews because I do want to pick that one up, but it looks fantastic. But the buzz is just initially crazy in terms of just a lot of backlash. And I'm seeing a lot of videos like from The Know and IGN and a few other things that they don't really seem too hyped on it, to be honest. So, I don't know. We'll have to see here. Usually out on Saturdays, like right now, on the way to the next location. Sarah, okay, cool. Point taken. This is, like I said, something to kind of do because I didn't want to have you guys wait another week, and I really wanted to come out here and just, I want to show my support for you guys as well as you guys show your support for me, whether it's here in the chat, whether it's super chat donations, whether it's direct PayPal donations, any of that stuff, and of course watching and liking and subscribing and all that fun stuff on my content. It means a great deal. So I'm going to try and do something like this more often than not to make it easier and also to kind of keep that moving because I think it's a lot of fun actually. Anyway, I'm already digging the afternoon thing, which works out nice. Jason, very excited. There's a new flavor of Andy Cap's fries. They're ranch. Okay, cool. They all come back to those usual flavors once in a while, but when you've never had it with a particular product, it feels like it's a brand new, fresh thing. But hey, ranch is good. I'm down with it for sure. Dean, you should try a road trip to Northern Cal and do those reviews. You know what? I have done some road trips to do some test market reviews. Most notably, the chicken chalupa. A while back there, the naked chicken chalupa, I should say, when it was just a naked crispy chicken taco when it was back then. I actually went about 150 miles up to Shadow Hills, California, I think it was. It was like out in the boonies. It was kind of scary when they were testing that, and that would actually come out to be the naked chalupa about a year and a half later. Did the loaded fries, which at the time that's what they were called. Now they're obviously the nacho fries, which came out. Which, if you guys have seen my the steak rattlesnake fries review, I mentioned that briefly in there. But I have to see making some extra road trips. That would be something within range. Now, a lot of creators, I got to tell you, who are really super hardcore dedicated to doing this stuff, and I'd like to consider myself as one of those people because I definitely love doing those types of things. The endorsement has made road trips. Naturally, he's made the pilgrimage a few things. I believe it was Georgia Gold, if I'm not mistaken. He can probably correct me here in the chat. When Georgia Gold was actually before it was a national release. I want to say it was in Pennsylvania. So road trip, it was a while back, but there's been some road trips that he's definitely done as well. So it's all a matter of just, when you're hyped and you're excited about what you do and when you're really wanting to check these things out. Fortunately, at least for people that live on the East Coast, that's where a lot of those test markets are. There's a lot of stuff you see like on the sites, on Brand Eating, Chew Boom, any of those places, the Impulsive Buy. They actually have a lot of test marketing being done either in the Midwest, in the South, in the East, in the Southern areas, and then usually here in Southern Cali. More often than not, it's usually Taco Bell because Taco Bell is based here in Irvine, California, which is about 40 minutes from me. So that's why I've done a lot of those type of test market items here, whether it be the loaded fries, whether it be the triple lupa, which was actually really cool, which hopefully I'm hearing is testing in another state as well. There was somebody who replied that they were testing in a different state. So we'll have to see if that makes it. It was fun. Let's see. Did I try the new combo stuffed snacks? Jency, I have not. Actually, my sister-in-law just brought over a whole bunch of chips that we had left over from Super Bowl Sunday, believe it or not, which are still good. They weren't stale. So I actually have kind of chipped out at the moment. We've got a lot of stuff here currently. Let's see. Going down the line, we're going to get into the review here in just a second. Actually, you know what? Before we go any further with this here, because I'm trying to keep up in the chat here, let me show you guys what I was talking about earlier from Instagram. Just so you guys know, this was not a sponsored review. There was actually a contest on Fatburger's site where if you hashtagged, I think it was the fire emoji, and I think it was the I put that S on everything. I'll just abbreviate it because I don't want to say, because obviously with YouTube and all, with language, that type of thing. You put that hashtag, and I believe you tagged somebody, and there was 3 prize packs that you can actually win. And they actually contacted me about a week later and said that I won one of them. So this was not a sponsored video when I did that review of Frank's Red Hot. But they sent me this in the mail. This showed up basically, if you look at my Instagram, you'll find this video posted up over there. And it was just sitting on I didn't know what it was. It was from here in Los Angeles, apparently the address, on Wilshire Boulevard, which is in the city. And I was like, what is this? And I opened it up, and it was a really cool box. Now, you can't tell because I'm just, you're just looking at it. It looks like a paper box. But this has like a plastic, like velvety feel to it. And as you can see, just because I didn't have enough time in the minute, the last great hamburger stand, Fatburger, since 1952. And it's all the way around. And you have all of this here right now. So, good stuff. Let me open this up, and I wanted to show you guys. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's actually a cool little prize pack with stuff. So we've got a little, I want to call this like a drink tote, I guess, for your cans. This is probably going to come in handy here in a little while. We'll just keep that on the side, right over there. We've got, I thought this was like a pop socket of some type, but it is a spin socket. So something like this, you basically put on a phone, and you can use it as a stand. It's like something, a ring for your finger, which is kind of cool. And obviously I think you can tell the theme here, right? We have got 3 coupons for Fatburger, and this is good for, entitles the bearer to 1 perfectly built original Fatburger chicken sandwich, turkey burger, impossible burger, or veggie burger with cheese and your choice of fresh condiments. So I'm gonna see if I can try and do that huge triple X one in the near future, and see if I can just put this credit towards it. So that way that'll kind of work out pretty cool. But nice, really nice stuff there. So 3 of those, and take a look at this. Let me give you guys a nice kiss. There you go, Frank's Red Hot. It's got a little clip, you can wear this. Maybe if I ever do a Frank's Red Hot review of anything in the future, I'm probably going to use this as a prop, which is kind of neat. And just to finish this out, and I love the whole red theme here, it's really kind of cool. We have got Frank's Red Hot Original Cayenne Pepper Sauce here right now. So kind of cool. So for those of you guys who are fans of Red Hot, this is definitely something you guys already know, I'm sure. This is the first for me. I've never purchased Red Hot on its own. And according to this, the flavor or the heat indicator on this is original, which is like second lowest. They have sweet chili, and then it goes up to buffalo, and then original. So this is going to have a little bit of sting. And I don't know if you can see this, but if you look very closely, it says that little red splotch. I put that on everything. So that's where that comes from right there. So pretty cool right now. So I'm seeing Elizabeth Rickard here. 50 people watching. Awesome. Smash that like button down below. I greatly appreciate that. It helps this video trend. And of course, share this out with the people that you know. I think it's time for us to get into this review right now. And darn it, Drew. Darn it. For those of you who don't know, there is a running joke on my channel. Drew's food reviews from the moment I met this guy, all right? And he is definitely, he's a cool dude. And if you guys are not aware, he's got a really awesome channel, pumping out content almost up to the level, if not maybe exceeding Jason Callan. And I mean that in a very nice way, Jason, because Drew is literally just like a reviewing machine. He really has a lot of fun doing what he does, and he live streams to no end as well. So you guys should definitely be subscribed over to Drew if you're really into checking out just really great, insightful viewpoints on what he's reviewing, whether it's snacks, whether it's drinks, whether it's food, whether it's fast food, whether it's live streaming, doing all of those things. It really is a really great thing. So but he has a habit of guessing what I'm going to be reviewing, and I don't know why, I don't know how. I don't know if he secretly has something, like he knows where I live, or there's something with the cameras when this is not on. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to be getting into something very familiar, and if you guys are just scanning the chat looking for what he may have said, I'm going to leave it at that right now. But we'll have to see here. But with that said, let's just jump right into it, and I'll give you guys, if you guys haven't found the actually, you know what, the first person who scans the chat right now real quick to see what he thinks it possibly is and posts it right over here, you're going to get the awesome shout out of the day. How about that? Whoever can scan and write down what Drew thinks that it is that I'm reviewing will get the massive shout out for today. This is going to be pretty funny to see who jumps in over here right now. And Drew says he found it too. No cheating. Dean Lienenberg, Orange Coke. I'll take that, even though it's Orange Vanilla Coke. But yes, Dean, you get the ceremonial shout out of the day. And I cannot make my voice roll, but thank you so much for guessing that and for scanning and for being quick. Orange Vanilla SV, Orange Vanilla Coke. Now the only thing is, there is a lot of different versions of this Coke, and if you guys know me very well, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to guess the version of the Coke that I got, because apparently it's available in like 3 or 4 different ones. I guess 3 different ones. So I wonder who can guess what version of the Orange Vanilla Coke that I'm going to be reviewing here right now. Dean, thank you so much. You're very welcome, actually, I should say. Thanks for the shout out. So mad shout outs to you and to everybody on here right now. Elizabeth Rickard, Vanilla Orange Coke. Yes. But which one? Damn you, Drew. Damn you. You know, I should have had you say zero. No. Michael Domayer says Zero Sugar. Sarah says diet. But I think I just gave it away because, Drew, I'm telling you, one of these days when I meet you, I'm telling you, we're going to have to do like, a test to find our DNA. We're brothers or something like that. We'll do a blood test and we'll just see what's going on here right now. But I'm not just doing just the version that you obviously assume I'm going to do, obviously the Coke Zero Sugar, because that's what you're going to see here in a second. But this is technically going to be an unboxing, because I haven't seen anybody do this on any of the reviews. Now, I know my boy Dayton over at Big Daddy TV, he actually just put out his Vanilla Coke reviews, and I haven't taken a look to see of any of these just yet, because I just want to go in blind. That's how I always do it. But I've only seen people just kind of show the bottles, they show the cans, whatever it is. I figured, you know what? Let's do this legit and do an unboxing of the fridge pack. I've never had anybody crack one of these open on camera before. Have you guys ever seen any reviewer crack one of these open? This was at my local Target right now for $3.33. So I can't really fade the price on this one because I was looking for a single bottle. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but a single bottle is like $2. And I'm like, if I'm gonna like this, and then I see this for $3.33 at Target, I'm like, why not? I'll just buy a pack, and if I don't like it, you know, I have, you know, family and friends that I know that will definitely more than get this one in here right now. But I figured, you know what? Let's do an unboxing. Let's crack this out right now, and I'll give this a go. Drew says he got this one as well. Elizabeth Rickard Zero Sugar is so good. I had a lot of fun taking a look at the original Coke Zero and then the new formula version of it. If you guys haven't seen that review, that was done on location endorsement. I know that you've seen that review. But definitely take a look at that one. But I figured, you know what? Let's do an unboxing of this bad boy here right now and give this a go because their billboards are deafening around our area right now. Everywhere I drive, I see like a taste treat or something like that. The moment I saw this, I'm like, this is going to be straight up like orange creamsicle with a little bit of a Diet Coke hit at the end. But when I saw they had the zero sugar version of this, I'm like, done. I'm going to do this right now. Goody Two Shoes, thanks so much for jumping on. You are here right at the perfect time. We're about to jump into this right now. Let's do an unboxing, shall we? I'm going to try and crack this. Let's see if I can do this right. This is really cold right now. This is technically an unboxing. It is, guys, because I'm cracking this open. So as you can see, nothing but the best entertainment from my peeps, and on a Saturday afternoon, no less. Guys, smash that like button down below if you like what you see. Consider subscribing. New content every single week. And again, any and all PayPal and Super Chat donations are definitely welcome. All those directions are in the description box down below. There is the unboxing. I already love the can. I am really digging this. I'm being careful not to have this one fall. Yeah, I really like the can already on this one, guys. Look at that. Zero sugar action right now. I love the two-tone. I mean, nothing against the original black Coke Zero can, but I love the fact that they're incorporating the red in with it. I just think artistically it looks killer. I like the little orange wedges that are in there as well, and we have obviously the orange vanilla. So there is your official unboxing. The fridge pack. I've got 12 ounce cans here, all zero across the board, and I have to admit, really, really cool. They had like a mountain of these stacked up at my local Target. And let me put this back down over here. All right, there we go. A nice frosty looking can. Move along, keg. No expenses spared for $3.33. I'm telling you, glass with ice ASMR time. Now we got something else planned for that. Take a look, and all the information in the back. It's zero across the board with the exception of the sodium, probably. Yeah, 35 milligrams. And potassium, 60 milligrams. That's right, this is the one that actually made it a point to put that out there. Coke Zero apparently has potassium in it, and they make it a point to let you know it's got 2%. So, let's pop it. Technically, we're popping the top. Frosty action. I don't know if you guys can even see that frosty action coming through there, but... oh... yeah, it smells like an orange creamsicle, and then it's like the Coke Zero. It's, wow, that is crazy. Sarah Star says it's a cute can. Mix it with milk. Is that from Lesser? Mix it from milk? Wish I could drink caffeine, says Jane right there. Let me go down the line. Elizabeth Rickard, it's cool. I'm at work. Totally doing work. Appreciate you jumping on here, Elizabeth. Appreciate you jumping on here. Wow. Eric, great to see you on here. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks so much for jumping on. Yeah, guys, that's crazy. It smells like orange soda. It really, really does. And before I do any pour here, and I probably should have gotten a clear cup on this, actually. You know what? I may do that real quick here before I do anything else. But let me take a quick sip of this because, guys, I'm really intrigued right now. Here we go. Coke Zero Sugar, orange vanilla. Let's do it. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's nice. And you know what? It's got a nice sweetness at the very end. So because of that formula from Coke Zero, yeah, that's still hanging too. It's not really fading away nicely. it tastes like a very light orange creamsicle flavor, and then you're going into the flavor of the actual Coke Zero itself. It's a little muted, but the flavor is nice. The balance, wow, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Yeah, that is pretty tasty. That is pretty tasty. All right, guys, hang on one second. I'm going to put on standby. I'm going to grab a clear cup real quick, and we're going to do something here. Be right back. Hang on. Alright, we are back. Thank you for that musical interlude. That was my older music playing there. I didn't think this was going to be a colored type of drink the way it kind of looks here, guys. And hopefully it's not, because when I opened it, it looks like it's got like an orange tint to it. So I didn't even think to get a clear glass just to kind of pour this in. But that's what we're going to do right now. I just kind of rinsed one real fast here. And honestly, I was just going to use my regular cup and just pour this in because I figured it was going to look like Diet Coke. If you guys have had any of the other flavors of Diet Coke that have come out, like the mango, and they have like a guava, black cherry, like a blood orange, that type of thing, they're not really colored drinks. But apparently, this one appears like it very well could be. So I wanted to do this for you right now. Dean, thanks for giving us a pee break. You're very welcome. All right, let's pour this in and take a look, see what we've got here. I don't know if you guys can kind of see. It's a little tinted. I don't know if it's coming through on camera. It's going to look very similar to Coke Zero, but look a little closer. I don't know if you guys can kind of see. I'll try and rotate the cup. It's not coming through because I can see it through the light here. But it's tinted slightly. I can't really explain it any better than that. It's really just kind of, it's got like kind of a tint. It's not really Coke Zero in color, like fully like that, like the caramel type of dark color. But I like it. But let's see if it makes a difference from the glass. Naturally, whenever you have anything from a can, anything from a bottle, it's always going to be a little bit better. But definitely sudsy, for sure. Let's give it a shot as well here. The Orange Vanilla Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. It's a long title. I don't know how I'm going to put that on the title when I put this video out. Man, I like it. This is my favorite flavor of any of the ones that I've tried. It blows away the Diet Coke flavors. I'm not really a fan of any of those. I've done that review actually where I've done I think all 5 of them at one point, and then maybe a couple extra that I haven't done. But this is really, really good. I can only imagine the regular Coke version of this being just the sugary one. So I may have to give that a go later on today when I go out, because I'm very curious to see if I can get maybe a single can of it, because I know I don't drink Coke like that, but I'd like to give it a try. I gotta say, I really, really like it. That is really tasty. It's got just a nice light flavor to let you know that a little bit of the vanilla, a little bit of the orange, and then naturally the Coke Zero Sugar. I don't think I'm going to be giving this pack up. I think I'm going to be keeping this here because it's really, really good. Maybe a couple of cans to some family to try, of course, but I like that. Overall, I'm going to go, let's see, rating-wise, I love the original Coke Zero, and naturally, because that one for me is like a 9 or a 10. I mean, it's up there. With this flavor being what it is, and as close as it is, I'm probably going to say, I'm going to go 9.3 on this one. I mean, it is in between a 9 and a 10. 10 for me because I'm much closer to a 10, I should say, because I really like Coke Zero a lot. I think it's really, really good. The new formula is tasty. This obviously cannot be as good as the original as far as I'm concerned, but for a flavored version of Coca-Cola, I think that easily takes the mark. I mean, it takes it over all the other ones that are out there right now. Nothing against the thin cans. that they have there. I love the way the look of that is there, the way they've stretched them out. They look almost like energy drink cans, but really, really impressive for sure. Let's see. So yeah, 9.3. I think it's definitely a strong cola, and I think the marketing behind it is strong as well, which looks great. So they did a really good job with this. I mean, they really, if you guys like orange creamsicle type of flavor, that type of thing for desserts and stuff, and you like Coke naturally, this should satisfy you. It really should. If not the regular version of it. Now for me, I would still rather have pure cane in terms of the sugar, because whenever I have Coca-Cola, it's got to be the long neck bottle Cokes. If I go to food trucks with the wifey, we're getting tacos, we're getting Mexican food, you got to have a long neck bottle Coke. Something about that flavor stands out just above and beyond there. When I was actually in Mexico with the wifey when we were on a cruise and we had it there, I knew instantly, I'm like, this is the best version of Coke I've ever had. It blows away the high fructose stuff that's in Coke now. Pretty much every Coke that you get in a can or those 2-liter bottles is typically high fructose corn syrup, and that's what I think all of us have been known to grow up with when we were kids, if not now. But the fact that you can get the long neck bottle Cokes that are imported from Mexico is a great thing. Costco actually has, I think it's like $24.99 or $20 or $24.99 for like a case of like 24 bottles roughly. So if you guys are really into it, I would recommend checking out Costco. And the difference, I'm telling you, you'll notice it. It's very, very rich. It's really, really good. Let's see. Jackie says you can see the tint when pouring. Nice. I was worried about my camera. This camera that I use for live streaming, guys, just so you know, is what I use when I film my drive-through sequences. It's my older Sony Handycam that I have actually through an upscaler that goes into my Mac. So I don't have to use the front-facing camera of my Mac, as the quality isn't the best on it. So I'm really glad you guys were able to see that. At least Jackie says he was able to see that right now. Frankie James, you need a monocle and a wine glass. Very nice. Let's see. It'd be good with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Yes, I'm definitely going to try that. I really want to try this with a dessert type of thing. I have to admit, really, really good. Goody Two Shoes. I knew someone would pull the fam card. You already know. Vivian George is in the house as well. Thanks so much for jumping on. All the familiar names that I recognize from my live streaming is also on my regular content as well, which is available every single week, multiple times, along with live streaming. Again, guys, thank you so much for jumping on the stream tonight. We've got about 20 minutes or so left here right now as well, so we got some good time here left over. Let's see. SV, do you like Wajitos sodas? I've tried those in the past. They're okay. I think they have one that's like a pineapple that I've seen, and there's a few other ones that they have. They kind of have those in a separate section in the soda aisle whenever I check out my local market. Let's see. Move along, Cat Dog. That's what the new coat debacle did to us. Do you think there will be another CraveCon? Who knows? It may be called something different if there is something like that. But it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. Let me just see if I could scoot up the chat here real quick. Drew, do you think, do you make your own freestyle machines at like Wendy's? Yes, I do once in a while. Usually when I go to movie theaters, once in a while when we get a soda, we'll kind of mix things around. But I'm kind of a purist, Drew. I kind of like to have just a regular flavor. I'm not really down with overly sweet drinks, mixing, all that stuff as well. But, it's cool. The option is really cool. There's just so many different variations of things that I don't think it really tastes exactly like the actual drink itself, just when you get it by itself, because they're cartridges. If you guys have ever seen those freestyle machines that Coke puts out, they're at AMC theaters on our side here on the West Coast, and a few other places have them. A lot of restaurants like Jack in the Box are really big to have them. Wendy's obviously is upgrading. There's a lot of places doing that. They're cartridges that they put in for the flavoring. I guess they're kind of the way it mixes with the carbonated water, so it's not quite the same as the actual drink itself. Now, if you ask my opinion, and you guys drop it in the comments right now, you let me know what you think, if you agree with this or not. Does McDonald's have the best flavor of Coke? And when I say the best flavor of Coke, I mean the overall flavor of the regular Coke. Do you guys prefer that version of Coke compared to, like, say, other fast food versions of Coca-Cola? Because personally for me, I think there's a difference. It seems like a richer type of thing. But you guys pop it in the chat right now, whether giving me a thumbs up or giving me something. Let me know what you think, if they actually have a better version of Coke. Let's see. Kenneth jumping off right now. Kenneth, thanks so much for jumping on, man. I appreciate you. Kyle Broussard, can I get a shout out? Shout outs to Kyle Broussard right now. I appreciate you commenting on my videos as well. Thank you. Elizabeth Rickard, green tea, and more often than not, that's what I'm drinking. And incidentally, before the warm up, before the stream. That's what I've got here right now, which is actually a tea from last night. I refilled over here right now. This is actually just some regular iced tea from Mickey D's. I love it. Vivian George, yes, I remember. Great to see you on here. Jonathan, any reviews coming up? We've got the Taco Bell steak rattlesnake fries burrito coming tomorrow at noontime. You didn't think I was not going to do that, right? I mean, with the fries that are out right now, definitely there. So that's actually up on the channel right now. And along with just a lot of other content as well. It's been a very, very busy week of stuff, and also some stuff coming for this week as well. So there's a lot going on. There's definitely a lot going on. Let's see here. Drew, yes, Coke and McDonald's is the best. The flavoring of those freestyle machines aren't delicious. Yeah, Jane, I agree with you. Goody Two Shoes, I agree with you. It just doesn't have the same pop to it. You know, I mean, it tastes sweet depending upon what you get. But even the diet drinks and some of the other stuff, they're just not the same. And I've actually seen when they're changing those cartridges and what they look like, and you'd be surprised how small they are. I was really kind of surprised in terms of what it does to kind of like, I thought they'd be changing these things. There's so many cartridge rows that they have to put in for it because of all the various flavors. But they last a long time, and literally I want to say they're like maybe the length of the actual box of the fridge pack, believe it or not, but they're thin. They're really, really thin. It's crazy. Let's see. Elizabeth, yes, we need to see Oreos being eaten in the Bentley Part 2. You are funny. Derek Levesque, Burger King has Surge, and it's dang good. Yes, it is, and I have definitely tried it. I know Drew has tried it. A lot of people enjoy that as well. I did the actual the Surge slushy, I think it was, or I think it was a Surge, the regular Surge, whatever it was. I did a review a while back on Surge coming back to Mickey D's. That was one of my earlier reviews as well. I've seen a lot of other reviews too from a lot of other creators out there. Let's see. SV McDonald's has the best Coke. I think that it's pretty much unanimous for that for the most part, with the exception of Dean. Dean is giving us the thumbs down here right now. But I do have to admit, it was, in my opinion at least, from what I found, is it's a very rich, and I feel weird even saying a full-bodied experience, a full-bodied flavor, because you usually hear when people are reviewing beer, you know, Beer Drank Shorty doing his thing on his channel. If he's reviewing like an IPA or doing something, and you hear people talking about the certain richness of things, or people who are really like connoisseurs of certain drinks, it's a full-bodied, velvety type of, you know, feel, whatever it is. But it's Coke. It's very sweet. It seems like it's richer at McDonald's. We'll just call it a day and leave it like that. Let's see. Vivian, I'll finish watching all your videos from first to last. Wow. All 850 plus, I think, at this point, including the earlier talkbacks from The Walking Dead and all of that stuff too. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much for doing that. Even if you just had it on playlist, just play all and you go to sleep and you wake up, I appreciate you. Thank you so much there. Michael is more of a Pepsi lover over Coke. Okay, cool. I prefer Pepsi with certain things too. They have some pretty good things. Their Pepsi Max is pretty decent. You know, the whole thing about lower calorie drinks and stuff like that as well. At the end of the day, having just the regular stuff every once in a while, I think is going to be a better thing for you. Anything that's engineered to be low cal or zero, everything in moderation. You know, everything in moderation. Even these versions. And I have to admit, considering what's in these things as well, for me personally, I always find that as I'm getting older, I'm a little bit more sensitive to aspartame. And just looking at this right now, this actually has it in there. So, you know, everything in moderation for anything that's not supposed to be naturally made, but of course, you know, low cal, so to speak. You got to be careful with here. Jackie, awesome reviews. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I have a lot of fun doing what I do on my channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jordan Jackson, any more chicken and shrimp videos coming up? Possibly another shrimp one, but I'm a little on the fence with it, to be honest. But I think I may actually leave the two that I have, because it's from the main two that I think do it really, really well, at least in my area. But maybe another fish sandwich or something. I know that the Wendy's one is back, and I actually have never done the Wendy's fish sandwich before, so I might do that in between something, and that's really the only one that I would be curious to try, believe it or not. I think Wendy's has a really, really great product with everything that they put out for the most part. The burgers are great. The chicken sandwiches, of course, I think are legendary. And the fish, I'm hearing, is pretty good. And since it is more of an annual thing for them as well, I'll see about trying to get out there to maybe do that, maybe this coming week if I can. I have a couple of things that I'm trying to do So we'll see. We'll see if I can get to do that. If you see the video up on my channel, you know that I succeeded. So we'll see. Let's see. Dean, McDonald's doesn't have Powerade Zero like most places' freestyle machines. You know, I've seen some other versions of Powerade though. I want to say there's a blue version if I'm not mistaken there, Dean. But I think there is. Let's see. Elizabeth Beerdrank's take on Dame was totally agree with, to be honest. Okay, I have to take a look and see. There's a lot of stuff going on with people with videos with stuff that that Dame has come out with there. So I have to take a look and see what this is about. So I will see what Beerdrank has to say. Let's see. Drew, Ian is the man on his reviews. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Drew. I appreciate you. Best dipping sauce. For me, it's always going to be just straight ranch for personally. I mean, just as the go-to. My ranch is the bomb. Honey mustard is the bomb. The citrus mustard marinade, actually I should say citrus mustard sauce from Popeyes for the most recent Southern Butterfly Shrimp was the bomb also. That was really, really good. SV, how do I feel about The Walking Dead right now? It feels like a totally different show now, and I'm still into it. Yes, it does feel like completely different. They're pretty much at the same point in the comics as the Whisperer storyline that I remember when I was like all the way through, and I've read everything from The Walking Dead up till now. So it's definitely the same storyline, but with all different characters mixed up and remixed. That's essentially what the show is now because people are just no longer on it. And Michonne is leaving. So yes, it feels totally different, but I am super excited for Beta's reveal. I've already seen the preview, and obviously for you guys who are fans of The Walking Dead, he is the henchman ogre overlord that protects Alpha, and he is a bad dude, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with him. He looks fantastic on the show. So I do like the fact that it does feel different. There's a lot of different things about it, but it's using a lot of the story beats from the comics, but they're mixing the characters that they're involved with there. And as long as they kind of keep it moving that way, I'm okay with it. As long as we see those events play out, I think it's going to be awesome. Although if you ask me how I think Michonne's going to leave the show next season, I can probably tell you my thoughts on that, but I think we'll save that as we get a little bit closer into the season, because I think I know what they're going to do with her to make her leave for a while. And I think she's supposed to be joining up Rick for with some of those movies, the 3 movies they have planned too, so we'll have to see about that. Tony, why is Coke at McDonald's so much better than anywhere else? You know what, I think it's actually twice the sugar content. I firmly believe that the mix that McDonald's uses for their Coke, and I could be wrong, or it could be the carbonation, it's the way they do things, I think they have a little bit more of a sugar boost or something that's in it that makes it taste more velvety and quote-unquote full-bodied flavor, if you will. If that makes sense. I just love saying that, full-bodied flavor. But yeah, I think that's the reason why. Vivian, liked my cruise ship reviews. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun with that. The wifey and I, those are videos that I come back to every so often, and I know that my wife is in the next room and she's probably going to overhear that, but I do watch those videos once in a while. A little, I skip around to things, and I remember what a good time it was, I have to admit. Goody Two Shoes, the best fish sandwiches are at Arby's and McDonald's, in my honest opinion. I'm going to have to take a look and see. I know Arby's has their fish out right now, and I have to admit, I really enjoy Arby's food, and I really love reviewing stuff at Arby's. Of course, I have plenty of reviews here on my channel, but I've never really been thrilled, I should say, with the fish stuff for some reason. I just haven't. Now, the Cajun stuff looks decent. I know my buddy The Endorsement has actually done twice now. He's done the reviews of the fish sandwiches there. I'll leave that a mystery as to what how he enjoyed those. You can run over to his channel and check him out. They're great content. But I've never really been a fan of maybe just the appearance of it, or just something about it, Jane. I can't say it's something that I would want to check out from them. But you know, considering they've been out for a while now, and they're probably going to be through Easter at least, who knows? Maybe I'll swing back and give it a go. If there's absolutely nothing to do, I may do something. But of course, like I always say, there is something to do all the time. Believe me, there is. Derek, food reviewer beef. What in the world is coming to? Funny. Totally forgot about Arby's. Agree, quite good, from Elizabeth. Russell, what it do? Woodcamper, great to see you on here. I've been doing okay, my friend. Moving along, trying to get better and better as we go in all aspects of everything in life, whether it's health, whether it's just professionally, whether it's just everything moving along here on the channel. Which incidentally, guys, thank you so much for all the support. I cannot express to you enough, again, from the bottom of my heart. Over 19,000 subscribers, marching towards the 20 mark. It is just an amazing experience. The journey has been, and that's really half the fun of it, if not most of it, if not all of it, I should say, because life is a journey regardless of how you look at it. We're all on the road in our own lanes, doing our thing and doing it to the best of our abilities and growing, and it's just awesome. But thank you. Thanks so much for jumping on, Russell. Moy says McDonald's adds more syrup to the mix to make it stronger. I'm beginning to think so, man. I'm beginning to think so. That's the only thing that I can make of why it tastes as good as it does and why it's as rich as it is. And it's funny how, if that's the case, why haven't more places done that? Because I'm not the only one that feels that way, and I know a lot of you guys think so as well. So we'll have to see. Goody Two Shoes, yes, I've seen the Reese's Thins. I have not picked them up, but I've seen them, and I really was thinking about doing them on a review because the only reason against that, naturally, is because I had just done the Reese's Sticks. So we'll have to see, but I've seen those, Jane. They're here in our area here. Elizabeth, the Coke solution for Mickey D's is transported in stainless tanks instead of plastic bags that everybody else uses. I wonder if that may have something to do with it. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. Almost like my beard here as we go. Which, by the way, I'm working on keeping my stuff even, guys. As you can see, I'm a lot better about doing this now. What do you guys think? Is it straight? Does it look straight? It's like perfectly in line with my jawline all the way around. So what you see, this is I think I have it almost perfect now. You guys let me know in the chat. Give me a thumbs up if you guys think that it looks a lot more even, especially as we get closer towards the bottom here. I was watching some of my content back, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I probably should have gone just a little bit lower here. But it is what it is. All right, guys, we're coming up at about 4 or 5 minutes left here. Definitely a great time. To any of you guys who have donated on PayPal, which I will not know until after the chat, I will definitely make sure to put you guys in the description box down below. And if you guys have donated here in Super Chat, I don't think we have any, at least at this hour. You guys will definitely find your names here in the chat as well in the replay, which will be a little bit later on today, probably a little bit later in the afternoon. Because I definitely want to grab some lunch right after this. All this talking this hour, and I have so much fun doing this, makes me so hungry after. So I have an urge, believe it or not, for a quarter pounder with cheese, which I actually had earlier in the week. McDonald's here locally had a special where you buy 1 quarter pounder with cheese, you get another for $0.25. And I was like, dude, I have to get that, take the meat out of that second one and put it on the regular. So I think I'm probably going to do that if that promo is available, and get a quarter pounder, a double quarter pounder with cheese and a drink. I don't usually go for fries. I don't do combos. You guys know me when I review my stuff. I keep that balance, and I kind of make sure if I'm going to have something like that, I kind of balance it out. So I may have to check that out there. Let's see here. Drag Me to Hell, Vivian George. Yes, that was a good movie. I enjoyed that one. Sovereign Capital Investments, thanks so much. Great to see you. Good to see you are healthy. I'm doing okay, Just trying to fight back a cold, which is beginning to creep on me right now. Let's see. Jency's S'mores Oreo is coming back it's coming back to stores. Very cool. Nationwide. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed one of my earlier Oreo reviews, I remember. We have a lot of problem with fast food sodas here because of the chlorine content in our water. Wow. I hope that they should be filtering, Jane. That's kind of scary. If there's a chlorine issue and they're not filtering, and even if after the filtering the chlorine is a serious issue, wow, I would definitely get in touch with legislation and say, what's going on up in your area? That is nuts. That's nuts. Let's see. Kevin, can you do a chicken tater melt review from Jack in the Box? You know, I've seen some of those other versions of the Munchie Meals, and I was on the fence for a while because I've only got one Munchie Meal review on my channel from way back when, and it was when I was experimenting with green screening for the grilled cheeseburger then. So we'll have to see about getting that back on there right now. Goody Two Shoes, your facial hair looks on fleek for sure. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Laugh a laugh. You want to see a scary beard? Look at the Instagram picture of Wolfman. Nice, Rick. Nice. I'm glad you guys think so. I'm trying to keep my lines together here and move it along. Beard is slap. Very nice. Very cool. Goody Two Shoes. What is slap? I was just thinking that too. And Goody Two. James just went there right now. All right, Elizabeth, you're gonna have to do that. All right, on point. On point is slap. I like that. Okay. Nice. Your beard is slap. I'm going to have to remember that now. That's a thing, apparently. So very cool. Very nice. So, guys, as we round it down right now, we have got a lot to look forward to, obviously, here on the channel. Live streaming in effect every single week. Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as always. If something does happen to come up and I'm not able to, make sure you guys are subscribed to my Instagram account primarily. Of course, I'm on all the stuff you'll find in the links down below. You'll be able to see on Twitter and Facebook. All that stuff is there. But on Instagram is where you're going to see me post up in my story if there's been any change, or if there's an adjustment, or if it's going to be later, or if it's not happening at all. But more often than not, I'm going to see about doing this on Saturdays, like the very next day if something happens at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, just the same way that I will be launching my content for you guys. So I think that would be kind of fun based upon that. Let's see here. Last couple of things before we wrap it up. Yes, I've seen the trailer for Greta with Chloe Moretz from Hit Girl. You guys may know her. That looks like a pretty creepy movie. From Derek Levesque asking me about that right now. Getting hip with the kids in the chat, Frankie James. Have an Urban Dictionary at least once a day. Very nice. Elizabeth has to check her Urban Dictionary at least once a day. Oh, it's too much, too much. Jay Washington 255 loves my reviews. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Live streams are the high point of my week, says Jane. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love interacting with you guys. Like I said, sometimes I wait a few days because I'm always filming and editing and working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes and in general just with life. So I'm trying to make sure I get back and answer comments within a few days of my reviews coming out. So you may see things here and there. But I do see them, and at the very least, I'm going to start hearting all of them. But the way that I kind of do stuff is I always do that after I comment back. So I know the ones that I haven't gotten to, those are the ones that I know that I have to heart and comment to. So I'm going to try and balance that just a little bit there as well. Moist is trying the triple chalupa today. Nice. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. Drew, what's for dinner? In-N-Out or pastrami? Well, if I'm going to do a double quarter pounder or anything along those lines, I'm going to have to balance that today. So probably none of those. But we'll have to see for that for sure. But like I said, besides the live streaming, which if you guys like to see the Saturday thing, if 12 p.m. works for most of you guys, let me know. I'm not sure how many people are watching right now, but we'll find out afterwards how the views were and all that good stuff there. If this works out and you guys like it, maybe we'll see about this more often than not if it works for more people on the weekend. But I figured late Friday night, mid-range Friday night is kind of a fun time and it doesn't overlap anybody else doing their thing as well. And it's a nice capper to the end of the week too. So we'll see if we balance it. But again, make sure you guys are on my Instagram. It's Peep This Out Reviews. You guys can find me there if you're not there already. You'll find all of my stuff that I post there for my content, as well as little 1-minute clips that you'll find about 6 or so hours after the release the same day that I try and shoot for. So you guys can catch up and see a little snippet of what to look forward to if you haven't seen the videos just yet. So I like putting those together. Jane likes Saturdays too. Okay, very cool. We'll see about putting that in there. And again, my data speed connection is rocking along, so we are definitely locked in. So I'm very happy about the way everything is moving. And again, you guys have a lot to look forward to as always. So Elizabeth says that I'm on at 11 p.m. on Fridays for me. Okay, used to it as well. So we'll try and balance it. We'll try and balance it there. Jackie, order the BLT quarter pounder. I've seen that. I've seen they have the one that has all the fixings on it there. But I got to have the OG quarter pounder if I do it. I got to admit. Scott, hell yeah, F this rain. Yes, you already know what it is, man. You already know what it is. I'm done with it too. I know everyone up north is done with it as well. It is craziness. Drew thinks maybe Saturdays once a month. Okay, we'll take that under account. I think that actually is a good balance too. More often than Friday night, we'll do the Saturday maybe in the afternoon. That's actually a good idea, Drew. Maybe I'll do a post actually. Look for that. I think we'll do a community post at some point today, later on today. When I put out the community post for this the unlisted video for this that you'll find, you'll have an actual poll, and we'll actually, so I'll ask a few things there, and we'll see what actually gets more traction there. Elizabeth Rickard, fresh beef makes the difference. Yes, it does, and I'm looking forward to it right now. The more I'm talking about it, the more I need to realize that I need to go and do that as we speak. So, guys, with that said, this was a lot of fun checking out, and I'm going to be careful as I try and lift this up. The orange vanilla. Take a look. $3.33 at Target right now. Walmart, I'm not sure if they have these. I'm sure they do. But take a look at these. I'll be taking a look at some of the other reviews that are out there with them. And I'm really glad that I bought this right now. And I'm very excited to have the wifey try it. It is still very cold, believe it or not. All 12 of those cans are in there as well. So good stuff indeed. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the content. If you didn't enjoy it, still hit it with a thumbs down. If you hit it with a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. Either way, thumb up or thumb down. It's an interaction either way, and you're helping the video no matter what. So I appreciate that very, very much. So to everybody here in the chat, everybody here around the world, across the country, all my favorite content creators, many who have jumped on here currently right now, who may still be watching and who are watching, guys, thank you so much. Please continue doing what you're doing. Pump out that content. Have as much fun doing it as always. And just definitely keep growing, and just building and keeping the platform moving in the right direction, especially when it comes to our niche, because like I said, it is a lot of fun doing this type of thing. At least I think so, and I think most of you guys do as well. So to everybody here in the chat, everybody watching, thank you so much for jumping on. We're back to regular schedule next week, and of course we'll see how that poll goes that you'll see later on today. And again, this stream will be available as a replay later on this afternoon as well. Next content coming out from me again will be the steak rattlesnake fries burrito tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it's a nice companion piece to what you just may have seen. If you haven't already, the review is live right now on the channel, which is the steak rattlesnake fries from Taco Bell. Definitely a blast to do. And of course, all the other content creators putting out their versions of it as well. Do take a look at everything. Get the broad spectrum of what people thought. Naturally, I always find the best way to understand the opinion of what is out there is to watch at least 3 reviews, so that way you know and see if, how it goes from there. And then if it's something that you think you might want to try, you'll have kind of the broad picture of everything, not just one particular opinion of it. So hope you guys like what you've seen so far, and we will definitely continue on this coming week with the stream on Friday, and then more content as always. So guys, with that, let me jump on over here right now. I appreciate everybody jumping on here. And as always, as we round this out, just 5 after the hour here, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on the West Coast. It is still raining currently right now. Guys, it's Ian K officially closing out the stream for Saturday. Thanking you all for jumping on here right now. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So while you stay tuned for the next review coming real soon, until next time, and in the meantime, and while we wait for the next review coming tomorrow, because I completely screwed that up right now, stay frosty. Can you tell I'm hungry? I haven't eaten yet today. It is time to get some food. So guys, I'm going to be here in the chat until the music is rounding out here. I just wanted to let you guys know that. And I will definitely talk to you guys very, very soon. Stay safe, stay dry, and if you guys are definitely out enjoying some good stuff, send me a link on direct media, Instagram. Let me know what you guys are having right now, and definitely let me know how it's going. I really like getting those types of things. It's really, really cool. So guys, stay frosty. I'm out of here. It is time for lunch. See ya.